We're stepping back in time in Wayne, New Jersey, at Dey Mansion, a home that served as General George Washington's headquarters during the summer and fall of 1780. Travelers can visit this historic mansion and learn about its history and important preservation work. Kelly McManus is leading us on a special tour.
Washington stays here for 3 months in the year of 1780. He had spent the winter of 79 into 80 down in Morristown. He'd use that area.
Cold winter.
Oh yeah. We're talking snowfall accumulation 78 feet. Hudson River freezes over. Yeah, terrible. So he decides to head up to northern New Jersey, primarily because the British are in New York City. He has to keep an eye on them, but he's also looking to feed his troops. And northern New Jersey hadn't been utilized as much during that time. The owner of the home was Tunis Dey. He was a colonel in the Bergen County militia. He was also active in Jersey politics prior to the start of the war, so he was a known figure. Washington and him will have this background to bond over in terms of land ownership and fighting for this revolutionary cause. So it's really a no-brainer why Washington comes here.
What are some of the more challenging decisions that George Washington had to make while he was using this as his headquarters?
Washington is going to be trying to figure out what to do with his officers following the aftermath of the Benedict Arnold betrayal at West Point, New York. To use this house as a safe haven, figure out which of his senior officers he can trust. Washington will write over 300 letters when he's here, but he's not the one writing them. He's going to have a lot of helpers called aide-de-camps. This next room that we're heading to would have been the aide-de-camp room. And this is where 6 aide-de-camps, one of them will be Alexander Hamilton, are going to be working and living in. There would have been 5 desks, maybe 6, along with their chairs. There would have been papers everywhere. And then there would be these large chests which would open up and there'd be fold-out beds for them to sleep. So this would have been a very congested area.
We have Hamilton sleeping in this very room. Where was George Washington sleeping?
So let me show you. It's going to be on the 2nd floor of the house. Washington, when he's here for the 3 months in 1780, he's taking this entire room to himself. Washington's personal enslaved servant would have most likely been staying outside in a marquee tent. Seeing an enslaved person this far north wouldn't have been an uncommon sight. At least 1 in 10 families in this area would have had anywhere between 1 and 5 enslaved people attached to the household.
What was life like for the enslaved people here at the mansion?
Stoking the fire, putting warm sheets on the bed, these are the tasks that we suspect they would have been doing.
Historic properties like this all have a preservation story. County Commissioner John Bartlett shares the efforts to restore and preserve Dey Mansion and the gardens.
This is one of our most recent restoration projects in 2019, restoring a garden that was originally designed by Olmsted and built by the WPA in 1937. We've restored it as the culmination of the Dey Mansion restoration that we've been working on for more than a decade. The fact that we can own this and preserve it, improve these gardens, restore the interior to make it so much like it was when Washington was here planning the campaign of 1780. It's something special that we can do to preserve that story.